you talking about
Prostitute story. You guys ready? Are you ready for this? Bondage? I'm in.
I should be able to hire my own tweaker to beat up another tweaker.
Gets high fives from the boys.
It's the stupidest thing I ever heard of. Good shot, though.
Good morning.
Good morning.
With the boys.
Good evening with the men.
Heck yeah.
It is definitely evening out right now.
Yeah, it's so... Daylight savings gets it so dark now, so early. It's weird.
How bad did that mess with you?
Oh, so bad. Who does it help? Farmers, did it really help you, huh? Did it really help you?
Honestly, I cannot.
I thought it was for the farmers,
But it really did screw me up, though, just because, I mean, it obviously does get darker.
The kids, I was picking them up from their moms at like 6:30 at night, and they're like, it's like midnight. I'm like, no, it's only 6:30. Like, it's not bad. But
So when do you get your, when are you picking them up next?
Sunday.
Sunday.
We got to finish a school project. Actually, I'm super pumped on it. The project is to disguise your turkey so that he does not get eaten for Thanksgiving. Who did we go with? Any guesses out there?
So what are you going to disguise your turkey? You going obviously.
Last year we did Santa.
Okay. How much camo? No camo turkeys.
We're not no camo this time. We're doing Waldo from Where's Waldo.
That's pretty clever,
right? I thought it was pretty clever,
right?
Yeah.
I mean, you are literally a long sleeve away from being Waldo yourself.
Dude, give me some circle glasses and a pointy cap.
You're basically there, dog. You could pull off Waldo
Next Halloween,
100%.
if I can find me a Waldo shirt.
Go find one.
Maybe.
It wouldn't be too difficult, I'm sure.
Actually, I'm sure you could order one specifically, right? Like a Waldo shirt.
Before or after we get into our suits?
Oh, that'll definitely have to be after, because we got till next year. We got a year to get Where's Waldo.
Well, that's a good question. Like, are we gonna go suits in the winter?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Suits in the snow? Probably not ideal for the rental suits that we're gonna get, but
I'm more worried about the shoes.
I mean, yeah.
Leather, salt. I don't think that mixes either.
Maybe we'll AI in the shoes. Like, yo. Okay, I could maybe edit in some loafers. Might be able to get that good at GIMP.
These guys were doing loafers in wintertime, I guess. And it's just all blocky. They look like Lego feet.
Lego. Hey, man. It works.
Talk about a wild day.
First thing, though.
Get at them. Tell them.
They gotta like.
They gotta share.
They gotta subscribe. If you guys are here watching the live, slap a subscribe. Then you guys will know when we're going live. We would appreciate it. We try to go live every once a day, other than Wednesdays.
We hit the coffee lines. We go early in the mornings. We do
Facebook. We got Spotify's coming out, but of course, you guys watching live on the YouTube is what we need.
Shout out Two Men in a Truck for all your moving needs. If you got anything you need to move around,
they are making it easy for you.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Never have to hate moving again.
Make it happen. He's doing big things, giving away big stuff on Veterans Day. So that's a big shout out. You know, he's helping out the community.
That's super cool that they were able to do that. It's super cool. I've wanted to like put together some type of charity type event for a while. It'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, we were talking about that for Wise Wonders. They need a bigger building though.
Yeah, so it's like, any local charity would be okay.
You know what would be great? If they moved it into our photographer's building. Think of that space.
That is a big space. You got parking right there.
You have so many wise wonderments.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that they don't have much room for stuff in there anymore. But any local charity would be cool. And I know the guys from Cutthroat, they might be willing to like play a show and have the proceeds go to a charity. You know, so if we could find a couple local. I also thought maybe if we went back and asked all of these people that we did the wing challenge with, if they would contribute 20-30 bucks or whatever, and then we could do some type of raffle where we're able to get something and raffle it off, or maybe, you know. I don't know. I've been trying to think of something we can do for the community to give back, you know.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean,
it'd be cool. But
that would be dope.
Before we went on that tangent, you were about to talk about last night, which was freaking awesome.
Oh man, spending the night with, I mean, spent the night, but we were there for, I mean, we hung out for a good 5-6 hours with old DJ Crazy.
Yeah, that was, it was one of those where as soon as I got home, I was like, I didn't think we were there that long. Yeah.
It was totally worth it. I mean, experience. Shout out Charlie over at Mad Pizza. She knows how to take care of you.
It was great. We won't go too much into it because, of course, you guys got to see it next week when it drops. But it was mad crazy with DJ Crazy. It was so much fun.
And talk about just, man, he's got the most insane life.
So many stories. Yeah.
And he's way older than I thought it was. He was in high school back in
when we were born.
90.
Yeah, he
91.
He graduated right before I was born, I think.
I'm like, what?
Dang.
This dude is definitely taking care of himself, though.
Mm.
Probably goes all them freaking push-ups.
I was going to say, dude, if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be sore right now. I didn't do 100. I did 80 today. But
80.
still, 100 yesterday.
Tried real hard.
Today. It's 180 more than I've done in the last 2 years. So we're doing all right. We're doing good.
It's not too late, too. I mean, all you got to do is accomplish them before you fall asleep.
Yeah, I can get my last 20 in probably by the time I get home.
What else are you going to do? What's better than banging out 20 push-ups?
I need to start incorporating that into my editing routine because every once in a while I'll be like, dude, I can't just stare at the screen anymore. I need to get up and move. Boom.
You do
20 push-ups.
The kids seeing you do it. Next thing you know, but you just have a whole jacked family walking around.
Logan's just yoked.
Like the whole lollipop guild is just sitting over here, just jacked.
She's like, I get anything I want in school. I'm just like, give me your lunch money.
Is he just flexing?
People go, oh no.
Why is your daughter so mean? She's not mean.
She's not mean. She just has a dominant personality.
Every time she shakes my hand, it hurts.
You just see her giving swirlies to the teachers or something.
What was my grade, Mr. Anderson?
That's it. I don't need my kids to be smart. I just need them to be jacked so they'll get good grades.
Hey, idiocracy. I mean, that is the future.
Yeah, plants just want electrolytes. That's what the plants crave.
Yeah, I don't know what was going on with the old Facebook today. It was wilding out.
That's weird that your laptop won't let you in. It just sits at a weird loading screen.
I can't log into it from Curtis's phone, my laptop, from none of it.
Did you get hacked?
Who knows?
You might have got hacked or something.
Yeah, you just never know these days. We'll find out.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Either way, it wants me, like, so far, it wants me to send a picture of my ID to verify I am myself, as to recover my account.
Weird.
But it's weird because it asked me to send me a text, and then I can do that, authenticate it, and then it says literally signal
lost. Yeah, that is, dude.
It's wild.
It's the government, dude. They're coming for you, bro.
100% while we're live on here.
Yeah.
/ live on the YouTube. If anybody gets on the whole YouTube, you can always check us out there.
Morning with the boys.
Morning with the boys.
I did find out. I typed it in fully. Morning with the boys. All spelled correctly other than the G on the morning. And we are about 3 or 4 scrolls down. And I think we were there. So
as long as we
keep getting that content out there. I think
putting that content
even
out.
if they type in morning with the boys, even spelled 100%, I think as long as we have enough content out there, they will find us. So.
All right. And then all you got to do is while you're there, like and share and subscribe it and keep the message around, because we got talked about on the radio for a solid
couple hours.
Felt like forever.
The Bamski Show, DJ Crazy.
105.1 The Bone.
I mean, that's why we are calling this episode Ghosted, because and I like that he referenced it like that. It was a cool reference. Because everyone's like, oh, you got ghosted, dude? He's like, the complete opposite. We got ghost peppered. He's like, yeah, it was sick.
His cool. Thing actually had me worried. You know, for a second, I thought things had gone south after we dropped him off. I was like,
it was 20.
Were we supposed to hang out with you more? But you kept saying goodbye.
And then this morning, it was 20 minutes into the 8 o'clock hour before he actually made his debut on the radio. So I wasn't sure if we went too hard on little DJ. And props to him for sticking with through all of the wings, and him, like me, not being a spicy fan. So shout out, DJ Crazy is crazy.
Yo, DJ Crazy. And then to be back at it, hitting the 120 push-ups in the studio.
Yeah.
He's up at 5 a.m. ready to get it.
Heck yeah.
You can definitely tell he was having a good time up in the studs today.
Heck yeah. It's nice to see you in your B&G shirt too, because I just so happened to wear mine today too, the Gaming in Your 30s. I just happened to wear it underneath. It's a paint shirt technically because I got a little bit of something on it, but I kept it clean again today.
It's tough nowadays. I mean, keeping with the paint.
That's why I have my trusty paint sweater now, because if I am wearing a nice shirt, slap my paint sweater on, even if it's a little hot, it's not getting on my shirt, it's getting on my paint sweater. So that's going to be my, now is the paint sweater. Instead of retiring it to the trash.
I guess I can get you guys some white Dickie pants if you guys want to rock white pants.
The pants, they already come too far at this point. I got 2 good pairs of Colk pants.
I have literally 12 pairs of pants. And I had 3 pairs of good jeans. And now I'm down to 2 pairs of good jeans because I thought I had changed my pants and I went to work. Apparently, I just threw on the shirt.
That was me. I had to go to Goodwill the other day, and luckily I found a nice set of pants that fit me, because I have 1 pair of pants. I warmed work, and they got a little bit on them, but I think I got and washed them, and it wasn't anything that was permanent. So I do still have 2 pairs, but I do, yeah.
Yeah, but I'm down to 2 pairs. Got a couple pairs of sweats. Basketball shorts are basically all paint now.
Yeah.
Like I was like, damn. I have just as much paint clothes, if not more paint clothes than actual clothes.
I'm just about there, yeah.
I try so hard. Every year I tell myself, this is it. This is your stack. You're not making any more paint clothes.
And then it's like, shit, I got paint on this one. Well, it's a paint shirt now. It's like, even with me, this is just one little tiny... Yeah, and I could probably get them off.
Looks like it's coming off. Might get lucky.
Might have saved this shirt, which is one of my favorites.
But everything. I mean, you try so hard to. Lucky is the most time you get latex paint comes right off.
Like my glasses, dude. My mom.
They are already. They're speckled.
Yeah, that's a little bit of that texture. That didn't go as planned.
I seen that.
Oh well, yeah.
Yeah.
So I was thinking I could maybe save it. You shouldn't let me try to save it, but I was probably just gonna make it worse.
So the thing is, when it comes to texture, it's like one of those things you have to build up. You have to let dry, build up, and you weren't waiting long enough.
I was trying to get too much down it.
So what is happening is it's just melting into itself, basically reverse puddling.
And in my mind, I was trying, because you're like, we're almost going to use that texture as mud. And then I was like, I'll tell you one thing. I went to spray and it just came out way too much. And I was like, I almost just wiped it off and like didn't even do it. But I was like, no, we can get this. So it was fucked from the start. I should have wiped it off and been like, no, dude, you probably need to do this because I think it's a little out of my wheelhouse. But no, I was like, I can fix this. No, I should have just wiped it up with the old paint sweater. And
it happens a lot though, where I'm like, yep, they'll be able to handle this. And then I go downstairs and I was like, yeah, well, the tracks aren't masked. Oh, I didn't even tell them to mask the tracks. I mean, because it's such a random small thing. But like, I know the tracks need to get masked. Simple things like
Yeah.
that are happening.
I didn't even think about those. Yeah.
Like tomorrow, the Park City run, where I'm like, okay, I got to go out there. I got to make this look all pretty because I am confidently know that I can make it look pretty.
Mm-hmm.
It is. I feel like I'm throwing you to the wolves sometimes, but also I'm like, I know he's got this. I've seen this guy build stairs.
You're never gonna get better at it if you don't do it, right?
And fail miserably.
Right. You have to fuck shit up to be like, I'm not doing it that way again.
At least you have the luxury of having training wheels on yet.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if I wasn't there? What if this was Johnny Mueller's house and you were in charge of painting it?
We'd have been there a lot longer.
And I've been alone, like painting in those positions, like 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, all night. And just like, like I was telling you, it's like, there's been times where you're like just on the verge of tears. You're like, I don't know what to do.
But at the same,
all the things are not working like they were supposed to work.
But I totally get the other side of things. We're like, it's like, I love having these guys, but I hate fixing all the shit that they fuck up. So I can totally get it. Especially when I fuck something up, I'm just like, well, fucking good to go, bud. Let's fucking.
My old boss, he was like, he needed LASIK after the fact, so his vision was completely failing him. So I spent a good year and a half just fixing his stuff. You know what I mean? And this is after having somebody like NATO's Godfather, who was super anal, just on your ass the whole time, demanding perfection. I'm like, at least they're here. At least they're here. At least I'm not doing this stuff by myself, because that would really suck if I had to go back to doing this by myself. You have zero time when it's just you.
Mm-hmm.
There's no laughs. It's just all serious. And then it's like a trickle down, like I'm miserable. My son's miserable. Everybody around me has to know I'm miserable. And then every time a customer, I got to be like,
oh, hi, I'm not miserable. I'm great. I'll do this in record time.
I'm slowly dying on the inside. Oh, sorry, that slipped out.
How are you? Dying on the inside. How about you? If people were honest. Yeah.
I tell you what, like, the carpet guy kind of gives me that vibe. He's like a salesman from the 50s or something. It's kind of a trippy. You just tell me where to go, as long as you don't tell me to go to hell. I was like,
okay,
all right,
yeah. Not what I was thinking about, but now I kind of want to.
Right? He was different. Nice enough guy. He told me if I was working on Saturday, then he'd see me. And I was like, well, you're definitely going to be seeing me.
Coming in to do some measurements, probably.
Well, no, he's supposed to be tearing all that pad out.
Oh, okay.
But he didn't want to stir up my work. So tomorrow, and you guys are going to have to keep aware of this. Try not to stab yourselves too much doing this base.
Yeah, I've already been doing that.
But the thing, like, you have to go down and you have to mask it tight to the base. But yeah, that back strip is going to be there all the way along that base. So protect your hands. That's all I can say. Protect your hands. Don't accidentally lean too much far forward, or else you're gonna get stabbed.
Yeah, it's all right. We get stabbed a couple times. It's nothing.
It might turn into more than a couple stabs if you're not careful.
Yeah.
Like, and that tack strip is like especially sharp. It's already gotten me like 3-4 times
just trying to mask the doors. Yep.
So
Closets.
I guess at this point, good luck.
Thanks.
You're gonna need it. I gotta go out to Park City and attempt to not freeze while I paint the outside of a door.
You're gonna swing it.
I should
in and try to do the mask off thing.
I guess if I could swing it in and paint with the door wide open, but I guarantee you they don't want that.
And dude, the wind out there the other day was nuts. Like it was crazy. Whistling through the house because that back porch door doesn't seal up good.
It should have definitely been handled a little bit more by now then. Because even, it sounds like the homeowners are just all up in a fit. But like today they still got a whole 10 days until Thanksgiving. And that was the thing that they were worried about, is not being able to be moved in by Thanksgiving.
They're up in arms about not being able to be in there yet? Why are they?
They could have been moved in like 2 days ago.
Yeah. Why are they not?
Nothing was stopping them. But this is just the nature of this thing.
Some people want things to be perfect before they even step foot in there, which they shouldn't, because we already had to touch up a bunch of corners that they nicked while pulling in the appliances. So you might as well get your couches in there and then have the painters come in and do one final touch up. Because if you hit the wall somewhere, we can touch that up.
So I love your thought process, because that's my thought process. But unfortunately, our thought process is way different than typical homeowners. They want the whole thing to be wrapped up on a platter, and then they can step through the front door. But it's like, you guys are gonna keep.
You've already been in a million times.
Yeah, you messing my stuff up. I gotta be messing my stuff up. Is all I'm saying.
Yeah, it happens. It's the nature of the business. It's the business of the natures.
But you guys have you done a full touch-up job with me yet? Like up down to the full wire on inside big house? It's just so tedious.
Yeah, well, dude, it's like me and DJ went through it. You touch up one thing, and then it's like, well, now I got to touch up this next thing that's right next to it, because it was, and then it was just, of course, a lot of like, oh, I didn't see that there before. Like, oh man, let's get that cleaned up. And yeah, it's definitely feels like you're just endlessly touching shit up. Hopefully you don't have much out there, because we went through the endless touch-up loop.
We'll see. We'll see. What if I get up there and I just find like 100 touch-ups, and I'm just having that?
Then you're like, you know what?
You're taking away from my time with my girlfriend?
Just take her with you. You can laugh with her instead of us.
Instead of us. I mean, you can just leave us out of it. That'd be great.
We get in the house. He's like, you guys go downstairs and go working. We go down there and start working. He's like, I've never been working with friends, but it felt so alone before. It's like, you told us to come down here, man. You didn't want to put us down here.
I told you, if my hair was not a troll doll, I'd be the ultimate emo. My hair doesn't work.
It is nice following Bamsky on the push-ups, where we just yell through the house. Push-ups.
It's actually dope to be working in a house when there is nobody, and you can't do that. Unlike The Office.
Did you notice how she told us once, and every time we were in there after that, we were just dead silent, maybe a little laugh here and there, but nope, shut it down.
No,
shut it down.
Even after the apologies, she was still, and then we just, obviously after that, we never had to see anybody because we were in there so early, so late. Yeah. We still got work over there yet. Still got to do the wood.
The wood, yeah. Is he going to get the rest of the trim in? You're going to have to do all the trim too then?
I don't know.
Assume if he's going to put fresh trim, we'll go through and do some trim.
The flooring's all in, so I mean, it would make sense, but we'll see. Sometimes there's another painter he knows. And granted, he's a painter, flooring, remodel guy. That dude's a straight insomniac. He might sleep like 4 hours a week.
Dang. Known a couple people like that.
And I was like, this dude could have at it. Like even the last one I don't know if you were you on Joe's last one with me?
The Sandys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You remember that tile guy?
Mm-hmm.
So I was painting that tiles guy's place for him to get moved in for Jeff, because that's his rental, but I didn't realize the tile guy from Sandy's place was going to end up moving into there. You know what I mean? So it gave me a lot of leeway on that one. So I was like, this guy's cool and everything, but
I mean, after this tile guy, I feel like.
But they had Jeff had his other guy go in there, and he was doing all this other stuff, and it looks all right. It's, you know, I mean, you get what you pay for.
Yeah.
It didn't come out looking the way I would have done it, but, you know, it's one of those deals where you just got to go, I don't see nothing. Looks good for my house.
Looks good for my house. Yeah, I definitely got some more to get better. I don't know how to word that, but I got to get better at my finish work for sure. And I've known that's always been the case with me since I started.
It's hard though. It's not. I mean, and it's a dying. Like nobody wants to do it because there's no money in it. So like the few of us that can actually still do this stuff. I mean,
the patch jobs that you pull out usually leave me pretty freaking impressive.
That last one that we did on the ceiling.
I wish I would have seen it afterwards. I didn't get to see it when it was all sprayed out and done.
That's DJ. That was. I impressed myself. I brought the homeowner downstairs. I was like, "You see it up there?" And he was like, "I don't see anything." And I was like, "Okay then."
Then I'm done here.
And obviously it must have dried incorrectly because I was like, I was kind of worried. You know what I mean? Even when we were there, cause I asked DJ, I was like, it's not drying the same color.
Well, and after you've looked at something for so long and you just know where it is on that roof, like I'm sure even if it has like a fresh coat of paint that looks the same anywhere, like a little bit of your mental space kind of keeps
it forces a halo around it where there wouldn't be a halo
because you're so focused on those edges that you've been watching all day. Yeah,
I mean I did it because imagine that when you were doing this last one with Johnny, right? You had seen it and it looked perfect to you, and then when I seen it, it's a whole different ball game, and you're like, what? And then you point it out to you, and then now you start to see it
everywhere.
And then if I point out this to you, you're like, oh snap. And then you just keep seeing more and more and more and more. And then to places you're just like, I don't see anything now. My eyeballs don't work in here.
Well, it's like even the roof over at the last one we did for Joe, where we did some overspray from the doors and you could see the high gloss. I was like, I wasn't sure if that was gonna come out good. And even DJ was like that too. He's like, it's so hard to feather shit in. He's like, I can just see it, but that's also because it's wet. And it's like, you also gotta let it dry and take a look at it, because
he said that DJ's door felt textured, so
we knew that was
but
we knew that one was.
He also didn't say that he wanted it repainted, so I'm like, let it go, or what do I do here? You know what I mean? Ethically, I want to paint it, but if the builder doesn't say something, should I say something?
Well, he said something.
He didn't say anything.
He just said it felt textured.
Yeah, well, that's because I had pointed it out to him. Like, you know, you have textured versus spray finish. Spray finish, I mean, it lays it on, like, perfect. And if it's a front door, like any other house, if I was in town, they would expect me to spray that door. But then if I was in town, a lot of times they would have a scap door. They would have a replacement that I could slap up there. If I have to, I can just easily paint a transom. That's no problem, cutting and rolling.
Yeah.
But now he's talking to you, just wanting me to cut and roll the whole thing. And I was like, this is out of character.
Well, and even that, it's just like that was every other door that he touched looked great. I don't know what happened to that section of the door, but it was definitely worse on one section. And yeah, the rest of the doors turned out fucking phenomenal that we had to do.
Those are 8-foot doors too.
No, that was the smaller one. All the doors.
I'm just talking about the front door system. That's an 8-foot door as well. So it's big, and the double transom. It's a lot of work. I really don't want to cut and roll that. It's gonna take probably the whole day to cut and roll it.
Overspraying, you think?
If I spray it, I bet I can get that whole. Because then I'm just masking glass, and then everything gets sprayed. it just looks like a lot of work because there's a lot of plastic and tape everywhere.
Yeah, and hopefully there's no wind because you would have not done it the other day that we were out there. You would have maybe on that side of the house. Maybe it would have been all right.
But
Maybe
even
that's
so, there are tricks to working with the wind.
I don't know that.
You just don't open your plastic up. There's keys to working in the wind that you just make sure your plastic stays shut. And every line is getting masked as you go. And every piece of that you go down is getting masked to underside of siding. It'll stay. I've literally gotten stuff to hold in 25, 35 mile an hour winds.
Okay. We'll have the wind work with you, not against you. Man.
Doesn't always work. There's definitely times where you have big areas where you cannot, but that one, I think it's a natural wind tunnel. So it's actually going to suck everything in. Mm-hmm. So as long as everything's mask tight, anything's going to get pushed, it's going to push towards the door, which I think it's going to help me overall. If I was going the opposite, if I was spraying the outside of those big patio doors, I think I would have a lot more trouble with that big open back area. But the way the front door, it comes off,
Yeah, it's almost in that little nook there, yeah.
Just enough. I think it's going to work. Plus, I have plenty of stuff ideally, I have plenty of stuff I can stick around and make it way down my plastic if need be. I was just thinking about that. I don't really have that much stuff out there anymore. We've hauled almost everything out of there.
Yeah, slowly.
What's left out, I wonder? The pump?
Big pump. Got obviously the paint that we've been working with, one of the big trays, and then just, a couple 5 gallons, I think.
And then is it good 5 gallons or is it garbage? Because the 5s, if it's not garbage, then it obviously.
Well, no,
like regardless.
Two of them are just filled with trash. I think one of the 5 gallons is the evening shadow. So it's like,
so just need a lid. Slap a lid on that bullet boy and leave it in the garage. It's your paint. It's your problem now. I don't want anything to do with it.
Yeah, if we get it fully touched up, don't call us when you move the furniture in and scuff the wall.
That's what I'm saying. I shouldn't have to deal with it anymore.
Yeah, see, yeah.
I did get too busy on lunch. I grabbed a lunch and then I didn't eat it.
I didn't eat anything either. I had a bag of Doritos at the gas station, just munch on. Oh, that's what I'm going to do after this. I'm going to go get some food.
We listened to old EJ story about the homeless person.
Oh, that was so funny.
Trying to be so courteous, trying to be such a nice guy.
When you try to be a nice guy, but you end up being a real POS.
At the same, like,
no,
we were right there with you though, EJ. We figured this dude should have, got a little rough at the apple and made apple juice. I thought it was, a little harder, buddy.
EJ went to try to give a homeless man an apple. The homeless man just gummy smiled at him and said, "I got no teeth." Good try though. You tried. It was very nice of you to.
Yeah, more so than a lot of individuals. I mean, most people just get driven right by most days. But
I drive by most days.
If you feel it in your heart to give, then give. If you don't, well, there's usually a special place in hell for you.
There was a guy sitting, and we were smoking. I did ask DJ, I was like, should we give him the rest of the Fiji? And he's like, if you want to. It's like, fuck no. It's like, you probably appreciate it, but no, this is for me, dude.
If you wanted a cigarette, maybe. I'm not giving the guy a Fiji. It's not talking crazy.
Whoa, guy. Yeah. Calm down there, man.
Oh, man. Nando's wanting Dynamos for dinner tonight.
Dude, freaking number 2 best wings in Billings. I can't believe that Reddit. Was it Yelp? The Yelp Billings best wings reviews. Whoever runs that, you better be getting paid big money from those big chains to be saying that kind of shit.
Seriously, it's kind of ridiculous. Like, Pizza Hut.
On Billings Best Wings, no.
And Pizza Hut,
Like
Domino's.
Buffalo Wild Wings didn't even make it on that list. If you're gonna call out chains, at least put them in there.
And we will find the best of the best wings. I mean, we're already on our way to finding like some great ones.
Dude, we could write the best Yelp
I had
review.
no idea that Mad Pizza was even a thing.
And let alone I will
They're part of
spoil,
McCormick Cafe.
and that's why their hours are so weird, and it makes sense.
When's the last time you ate at McCormick Cafe?
I've never.
I mean,
But
gives me a reason to go try McCormick Cafe. It sounds like the perfect place for like a old fashioned type of. Maybe get some soup. Maybe get some soup and some bread.
Maybe
What else do you
some
think they serve at-
bakery? Is it Morning? Is it like Morning
McCormick
Cafe? Like
Cafe.
I would think coffee and pastries.
Coffee and pastries.
That's what I would think.
You've seen it inside of there. It didn't really.
I looked inside.
The one side definitely looked like the bar from Cheers.
Mhm.
Everybody knows your name. That's all you get. Copyright.
I will spoil a little bit of the video, but the two sauces, the peach and the raspberry sauces that they had.
Totally different ends of the spectrum
Yeah.
too.
I wish the spicy peach had more spicy, because it was definitely too peachy for me.
See, in this is a little bit more behind the scenes, but I think it was for how long that they sat.
That's
I
why
think
we
you
didn't
almost need to like
get
eat
those-
them really fast in order to fully enjoy the. I think it was coagulating.
even the ghost pepper. I felt like wasn't like it's just cold, and it would have been nice to eat a hot wing, but it's okay.
There was so many wings on the table though, and I mean at the same time we gotta say like it was they treated us like crazy awesome.
It's so awesome to be doing this challenge, right? Like,
Also, hold on, DJ Crazy is Filipino.
yeah, that is pretty interesting.
I mean, I didn't like what? That's the last thing I was expecting.
But
I
I'm really
know.
excited to do this challenge because I knew the grandstand wings were good. I had no idea that Spitz was going to come in. I had no idea Mad Pizza was even a place.
We got to
It's-
fill in, give them a little taste of what's coming this next week.
Next
Who we
week,
gonna get? So we got the guests.
we got the guests.
And
we got it lined up. And I think
We were in the live today, you know, following the great Bamskis, and shout out. He was like, Amanda Rose in the house.
we need to get her on. She's
100%. She's in. She already said we just need to, you know.
so
I
she
told
can
her
be.
my people will get with your people, and which means Curtis is gonna text her.
I'm thinking we do her not because next week we already did line up next week's guest. We'll do the following week, and then we do Jeremy after that at the Copper Onion. Do we want to do Tiny's or the Vig this week? Because I'm probably gonna stop at the Vig on the way home. So if we want to do the Vig, I can talk to him now.
Let's do the Vig.
Do the Vig?
I think the Vig has more slice or sauce flavors, correct?
I will find out, and I'm not gonna eat the wings tonight. I won't do
Oh,
it.
but I will 100%. Like we have to highlight the kernel. So I'm gonna have that on the table because
You're gonna get one, huh?
oh, they're so bad, but they're so good.
When it comes to burgers, we're definitely putting the Big Smack burger on that list from the Vig because that's my favorite burger.
Yeah, I almost don't want to put any burgers out. You know what I mean? Until we get
we do our
Yeah.
actual burger challenge, 100%.
Because there's going to
100%.
be a whole bunch of new restaurants, even when it comes to that. I mean, they're not going to be burger dives.
I mean, there's like I said, we've already found 6 places that I've never eaten that we're going to for wings. I'm blown away at what we found so far. I can't wait for.
In our own backyard. Like, it's not like we haven't been here forever. It's weird finding a bunch of new restaurants that we hadn't even tried before.
It's just that I am a creature of habit. I am the worst creature of habit. Bowl of cereal every night, like freaking. Same restaurant. If I'm going for wings, it's the Grandstand, right? If I'm going for burger, it's the Vig. Like I need to expand my horizons out there.
I think even DJ Crazy was like, you know, the experience last night. It was just breaking a guy out of his shell. He was real excited.
And
He's like, oh snap, I survived. I can eat a super spicy wing and not die.
And that's even what he said. He's like, I might go out and have more spicy things now. It's like, it's crazy.
He's definitely into joining us to clown around again, so that's super exciting.
Yeah, I'm like I said, I'm super excited that these relationships we're building with either, whether it be the owners of the store. When we go back now, Charlie's gonna be like, "Yo, what's up, guys?" You know, like Peter and Jenna. It's like when we same thing. If we go back, they're gonna. It is not what my introvert heart wants, but it's really amazing going out there and meeting all these people and doing this.
But it's what you needed.
It's definitely what I needed. It's not what my introverted self wants, which is weird because I was never an introvert, right?
No, I totally get it too. I'm the same boat. Like I was naturally an introvert when I was a kid. I was like running around, getting into everything. And then, I mean, life will beat you to the point where sometimes we're just like, I'm going to chill inside. I'm going to never go out there where the world can hurt me. Because I'm sick of getting hurt. It's gotten old. Staying in here.
I'm done with people. And there's people out there.
And then you get out there again and you're like, oh, snap. Got some good human beings out here once again.
I think in my older age now, it's, and maybe not, I could be falsely, falsely sensifying myself right now, but I think I'm better at weaning out the people that aren't going to benefit, right? As much as I know I am a energy that people need around them, it kills me to be that energy for them. So I am going to have to step away, right? So I think now I'm a little bit older, it's easier to see who brings me down and who picks me up,
Right. And how easy it is to recognize it. You're like, man, I'd love to hang out with you, but this is not going to be productive.
Or good for anyone's mental health, in some situations. Yeah, 100%.
Everybody's slowly dying. Oh, man, that sucks. I'm happy.
Which is, it's really weird. You always find when you work like with somebody, you always find those like work friends that kind of fit your guidelines. And I think everybody needs that, because if you didn't have that work friend that you can just laugh with, then you are slowly killing yourself.
100%. I've worked those jobs where it's just like you just want to shoot yourself in the face before you can even.
As soon as your alarm clock goes off.
Like, what's the point? But then you have other jobs, like even just having you guys. I mean, it is crazy how much of a difference it is versus, you know what I mean? Doing it
all yourself.
Solo dolo.
Yeah.
Because you do kind of become a crazy person. Become like you're slowly a recluse because you're not trying to go out and socialize, and then all you do is spend all your time working.
That's
Slowly become a weirdo.
Yep, talking to yourself more and more and stuff like that. For me, it's nice working for somebody that I want to see succeed, right? When I worked at Target, I'm making money for God knows who, and he don't give a fuck about me. I'm just a number on a chalkboard, and guess what? I showed up 5 minutes late 3 times this week, so I'm getting talked to by corporate. It's like, yeah, working for someone you actually want to see their business succeed is a tremendous help and motivation.
Or on the other foot, where you work your ass off and you still making the same. You're like, why am I overachieving? I guess I should fall into the boat with everybody else and just do what's barely expected of me.
Do the bare minimum, yep.
And then you have, I just couldn't do that.
Well, then there's people that call that quiet quitting. You start doing your bare minimum, and then they're like, that guy's quiet quitting because he's only doing what's in his job description, not going above and beyond, even though we haven't paid him any extra.
I get the reciprocation, but then there also is that, like, if you're at a place that isn't taking care of you well, then there's no reason to stay at that place. Like, there is a multitude of other places to work at if you are willing to
switch up your careers. And that's a big one. That was a big jump for me to leave the service industry and try to go be a painter with when I first started to try it. And then it was a big, like, I'm getting paid $14 an hour to do this shit. Like, no, that's not even enough to pay my bills. Like, I can't do that. I can't.
And it's wild because that's an outfit way bigger than me, right?
Oh
You know what I
he
mean?
had like 2 or 3 paint crews, so like we would be doing. Yeah, he had a lot going on. We were doing a house in 3 days.
But
Exterior.
and then none of those guys, on most of them, like you were saying, felons or guys who don't know the logistics on the back end that actually come with running a company.
No driver's license too.
I'm like, I have the luxury where any questions these guys have about when I'm running the show, I'm like, have at it. You guys, any questions you guys need, let me know. The faster I can be sitting on a beach in Mexico, the better. Call me when you need me for the real hot stuff.
Yeah. Call him in to do touch-ups. He just shows up in a helicopter in a Hawaiian t-shirt with his Muay Thai. We just, let's do this walkthrough.
They called the painter. Here I am. Why you talk like that?
It's like, well,
He just comes with the helicopter.
well, your helicopter just blew leaves into the freshly painted house, so now it's all fucked. We gotta restart.
Or is it, I'm the painter?
It's festive. We'll change it in the spring.
How do you fix it? Doesn't make any sense. No, I'm excited. So we have, I think it would be fun to do the VIG. We haven't done Heights yet.
Yep. We've kind of been
Downtown
downtown a lot, yeah. Speaking of
Plus
spits.
we got Uber Brew. And we could always, since we could just stay downtown. I didn't realize there was so many wings downtown. That is
I say we go up to the
Is there any other wing spots in the Heights besides Big?
Tiny's is even probably considered downtown.
It's downtown.
Yeah, it's still considered downtown. There's got to be a Copper Onion, isn't that up in the Heights? I believe the Copper Onion is up in the Heights. I could be wrong.
That would make sense why I haven't seen it. I would figure West End.
DJ, can we look that up? Where the Copper Onion is? Well, might as well. But one thing I was going to say about spits, and we were talking about, treating your employees well, is that's one thing that Peter over there said, is that they try really hard to take care of their employees, and because they've got a lot of their original employees from when they first opened, that's really impressive.
Oh yeah, and even at Associated, I remember we didn't make a ton of money there, but the community that the guys you worked with made it legit, and they would at least like Christmas parties, they would do like something for you. But then you had kind of a corporate move that they did, and they brought in this other lady, and then they were supposed to do profit sharing, but then they would always say that we never made our profit share. And so then we just would never get. And you're like, what is it, lame? We used to at least get a Christmas party.
I will say, Lithia Toyota did treat its employees really well. Christmas parties, and our boss was pretty relaxed. Even across into the sales team, they did. It was like a little family there. They did treat you pretty dang good. But
what was your Christmas bonus? What was a good one that they broke you off with?
Maybe a $50 gift card or something for every employee, which is pretty impressive for them. Dude, Lithia's got a ton of employees. Lithia is one of the biggest dealerships in the
$50
nation. Dude, I'll take it. It might have been $100 once. Maybe
I was
that
gonna
was
say, I've got a $500 bonus from Associated.
That's fire.
That's where I'm like,
yeah, no, we were only getting that much, little.
But that's where it's wild, because you think about Toyota and how much money Toyota makes.
Yeah, they're making money, but at the same time, they have to buy their cars. You know what I mean? Lithia Toyota buys their cars from Toyota. Yeah, they get them a lot cheaper than what they sell them to you. Actually, I think they make. I think a lot of dealerships make a lot of their money on the used cars as opposed to new.
But even so, people make money.
Yeah. That's why.
You got to sell one luxury Lexus, and you're making your money.
EJ went to go work at the dealership world because that's what I told him. I was like, dude, go to a dealership. This is when I worked at one. And I was like, they make enough money to pay you pretty good, even to just do like the lot management or.
But it is one of the most. It looks like one of the most boring jobs ever.
Sales would be boring as hell. I could not do that. I could not sit there all day. And if you don't sell a car, you don't get paid, or you get paid minimum wage. Maybe it is for the month.
I'm sure at some point it wasn't that way though. I'm sure that's like a new thing. I'm sure you weren't always getting paid for back in the day. I'm sure those guys just sat there all day. If you didn't sell, you didn't sell. You go home and you probably beat your wife.
But
Call
you're probably not wrong. Is when I'm miserable, you're miserable.
Things were so much different back then. I mean, it's so wild that was acceptable just to beat your wife.
Right. That is weird.
Back in the 50s, the 40s, it was totally socially acceptable to be a man and just be like,
she
getting out of line.
Sorry, officer, she was being too noisy.
She was acting crazy.
And he's like, I get it, sir.
Do you want her lobotomized?
Oh, that's bad. That's bad. But yeah, I couldn't do the salesman job. Service, for me, it was dealing with people who are dealing with their cars. And I get it, right? I'm not talking about your $10 meal at, the restaurant or whatever. It's your $30,000 machine that gets you to work every day. So when something's going wrong with it, I get you're stressed out. So it's like one of those things. Customers are hard to deal with in that scenario, especially when you're talking about their really expensive cars. So that was the stress for me.
I can imagine.
Yeah. Like I said, they treated me good, but
you do your 80 push-ups and you're like,
I'm itching, dude. Oh yeah, here. No, look, I'm even hiding it behind the mic, right?
You're using the mic light to make it look like you got muscles.
Yeah, look at that, guys. Look at oh, you can't see it right now, but that guy's such.
I don't think there was anybody there to verify that you were doing your push-ups correctly. DJ, did you verify these push-ups?
Knee push-ups all day, dude. That's how I did 100.
That's what I knew it. Knew it.
Actually, DJ did catch me today because he was like, he did his 20 without us, right? So then I tried to catch a 20 in without him, and he walked around the corner and caught me. He was like, so I knew I should have done these in the bathroom.
That's like the word. That's a funny situation about this house right now. All the doors are off, so we don't have any doors. So the privacy for anybody in this situation is gone.
Yeah, me and DJ sellied it up today. We had to poop in front of each other. Sellied it up just like cellmates in jail, dude.
Good for you guys.
Don't make eye contact. So actually, I just remembered this. I walk by and I'm like, no, I ain't looking. He's like, he'll walk by and he goes, hey. And I'm like, no, I'm not looking. He's like, I was trying to get you to look. And I was like, you son of a bitch. It's like, hey, no, I'm trying to get you to look. It's like, you son of a, you sick. That's how you know you're good friends.
Everybody needs a Dennis Rodman on the squad.
Oh, that's hilarious, dude. It's so funny. No, I was trying to get you to look.
You know, it's so funny too. When I took my lunch break and everything, and I was just saying, I was like, it's funny. Like I went from, it's like, we're the boys, and then I'm just the boss. And then it's like, these guys are downstairs having their own conversations, having a good old time, hanging out. And there I am upstairs, all alone, by myself. It's fine. It's fine.
I heard you up there. I think you were singing. You were either singing or talking to yourself. I think
a little bit of both. But also, you know what I mean? I'm floating on clouds.
My mom says she talks to herself because she needs expert advice.
After Kevin Gates said that all geniuses talk to themselves,
you feeling a lot better?
That's all I needed to hear. I was like, we're a genius.
I'm a genius. We're a genius. I just took a minute to get that. We're a genius. There
you go.
Yeah, that's funny right there.
I think DJ Crazy is a bit of a genius. Remember when he was talking about when he did the undercover?
Oh yeah, he was doing all the installation for the undercovers,
cameras in places and doing all sorts of stuff. I was like, whoa!
And the Sirius XM when it was a brand new thing, like that's super cool. Yeah, I can't wait to have him on as a guest.
Yeah, we've actually locked him in. We are going to do a full-on interview with this guy. I think he will be our first walk-ins welcome. I'm actually pretty excited. I mean, and this guy can talk.
It's gonna be a lot of us just sitting there letting him go, honestly. And I'm cool.
Absolutely.
Dude, I'll work on the Bamski's bingo while
We
he's
are
here.
also going to be doing some Bamski's bingo because he has so many catchphrases. We let him know. He's giving us the approval. There's everything that we like had an idea for. He was on board for. He didn't even almost. Could have been like, we're with DJ Crazy. We're robbing a bank. He would have been like, absolutely.
Gotta keep on keeping on.
I do what I want up to a point.
Up to a certain point, yeah. Walks into the bank, like, give me the money. I do what I want. Up to a certain point. They're like, no. He's like,
Get on
okay.
the ground. This is a robbery.
You put all that money in the bag. Oh, that's great. Absolutely.
Did you put the bomb on the safe? Oh, boom Bamskis.
I love it, dude. It's
I'm just saying it might be another episode.
He's definitely one of the. He's got that kind of energy that you just want to keep around for sure.
Oh, it was a blast.
Yeah, 100%.
Fiji before, Fiji after. A little worried that we killed him, but he survived.
Yeah, it's super cool. I'm excited for.
And he sounds like he's down to clown again. So we'll always have to keep that in our back pocket.
Yeah.
We need him to come in. As long as we're buying him some grub, he's definitely down to clown.
I think we just need to hang out. I think he just needs to be part of the crew.
Well, we need he would literally be like a hacker. That guy could get us into places. And nobody else saw it, but I don't even know if we're like how much we're allowed to discuss it. But when we're sitting in the car, this guy can just jump into other radio stations. He can just put a little laugh here and a laugh here,
laugh track.
And I'm like, what? How do you what?
It's pretty crazy.
He's got power like that. They trust him. Obviously, he is super Bamski's.
Yeah,
he's going to use his power for good. Yeah. But the power, it's like the what is that? Yeah, I could have this power, but the things I would do with this power.
With great power comes great responsibility.
And he's definitely responsible with it. But it is pretty sick. He talked about us a lot on the radio today.
Yeah, that was cool hearing that. I'm excited.
Glad to
why
see
you guys not
all...
out there subscribing and stuff? Doing subscribing.
What's up with that? What is up with that? What's up with that?
Actually, we have been increasing. Like plus 14 within the last 28 days.
Boom. There you go.
Not too Bamskis.
You gotta keep at it though. You know what it is. This is even this Facebook thing is just a hiccup. Bound to happen.
Yeah, it helps when I drop in one of the videos.
We all have a fresh short or something for the people tomorrow.
Yeah, I should be able to get one done tonight. That's what I'm gonna go do when I get home, and then I might start messing with the other audios and stuff.
Nice. Well, I mean, we're just about on the hour.
Yeah, you gonna do a shorter one tonight?
I think we can get up out of this sucker.
Heck yeah, we'll go do exactly what we were just talking about. So hold on, before we go, Instagram Live, huh?
Yeah.
Do you think that might be more lucrative than Facebook Live?
I mean, it never hurts.
Yeah, we might as well try it.
I mean, we got to get up to 1,000 followers on the old TikTok.
Well,
in order so you can go live there. So
the good old Gram might be the way to go. I didn't know you could go live on the Gram. With
if you went live on the Gram on yours and I did mine, and then you just put 12 phones in front of us and all go on all the socials.
Dude.
It's only a matter of time before we're famous.
Got a phone for TikTok, got a phone for Facebook, I got a phone for Instagram. I've got my YouTubes playing on my webcams.
The really cool part, I mean, just the fact that I seen a kid, and I say he's a kid because he must have been like 18, just shaking his belly. He's got $4 million. Something wrong there. I'm working entirely too hard.
Yep. So, belly shake video coming soon. I'm just kidding.
If I'm getting $4 million, I'm shaking it right now.
Dang, man. I'd shake it on a stripper pole for $4 million, dude. Damn. I don't know about you, but I have an audience.
For 4 mil.
Dude, 100%.
You're doing
Shaking it? If I'm just dancing on the stripper pole, is that it? That's what shaking it. That's what I thought you meant. Just doing a little dance, you know.
you're going full on stripper mode.
Well, I mean, I just meant like, you know, to where it's just a bunch of people would be watching. That makes it a little bit more.
Oh,
It ups the ante a little bit.
I was thinking you were gonna get out here in the full on speedo. He's like, I'm gonna earn this $4 million. I don't deserve it unless I earn it.
Chip and Dale, start going Chip and Dale on it. Oh man.
They giving you $4 million just to stop. Put it back on, please. My eyes, they burn.
I choreographed a whole set. I'm finishing my set. You sit back and watch.
Uh,
I really hope Jeremy does not. Isn't that what that character's name is?
which one? Oh yeah, yeah.
Isn't that what it is from Kill Tony?
Kill Tony. What's his name? Adam Ray.
Adam Ray. Yeah.
He's now doing a Jeremy.
Okay, I was just making sure. Not our Jeremy.
That was
Not our
not.
Jeremy.
That was not a Jeremy impression because I've always kind of used. I've a super crazy lisp has always been on my list of things that I should not be able to do, but I can do really well. I should just like have a character in Grand Theft Auto roleplay that does that.
Please
That would
don't.
be pretty good.
I mean, I think it's one of those things that's funny for shock value. If you did that more than 10 minutes, might end up punching you.
I don't.
It's the same reason I couldn't listen to Adam Ray when he did it.
Yeah, it's just too much for you.
It's
Too much.
Too much.
There's definitely a fine line between over exaggerating it and actually having like what would be a natural style lisp, you know?
And even that sounds terrible, man. But I'm over here like, fixed it.
Well, dude, we're talking about back in the day when you could beat your wife. Talk about back in the day with when they could beat your kids at school. And what if your kid did have a speech impediment?
My dad literally used to get beat at school. It's just so funny to think about. Like, people just used to let other people hit their kids, and now I'm like, I wish somebody would put a hand on my kid. Give me a reason to go beat somebody's.
But at the same time, if my kid deserves it, my kid deserves it. Luckily, my kids are really good.
Beating kids with paddles.
What'd the kid do?
That's literally like, yeah, nuns used to have paddles, or you get sent to the principal, and they just.
Well, yeah, and then then the paddles became a hazing thing, right? For like the seniors to do to the young ones.
I mean,
So they still tried to keep it
that.
around.
Hazing, it seems like it's even like pretty well on the way out.
Yeah, even when I never got hazed in high school.
Mm-mm.
I think Billy and you guys joked about throwing me in a dumpster once, but I think it was a joke.
But I think that was just because Dazed and Confused.
Yeah.
I think it just lingered from Dazed and Confused. It's just kind of funny that I was a kid when that movie was coming out, you know?
Be a lot cooler if you did. Yeah.
Matthew McConaughey, he was just on Two Bears, One Cave. He just did an interview with them. It's kind of crazy how the comedy world is getting all these celebrities to come in to, you know what I mean? You got like Shaq. He's always been pretty big for the comedy world, but he's also, now he's doing the DJ world.
Yeah, he's a DJ now. Yeah, that's pretty. I would love to go see Shaq, dude.
I don't know. I don't think I could just get over anytime he would pause to start talking. Drop that bass.
Dude, it's perfect. He's got the perfect voice for some drop that bass, dude.
Shaq always kind of sounds like he's out of breath. Yeah, drop that bass. If he really needs an inhaler, like
sounds like
gasping a little bit.
Sounds like that kid who forgot his inhaler in gym class.
Well, we're there, guys.
Yeah,
Gave
we're
a few extra minutes. Oh, who hopped in here?
We got our boy Happy. Thank you for showing up, Happy.
What up,
EJ
Happy?
was here in the live. We appreciate you guys for showing up in the Facebook lives.
Shout out my cousin Christopher.
Instagram live. Shout out for the Instagram live over there. We
Everywhere
appreciate you guys
popular.
so much. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been a good week.
And if you're out there, make sure you go tell everybody to like, share, subscribe, comment. Get
Mornin.
on the YouTube. Find the TikTok. Find the Snapchat. Find all of the things.
You'll find us at Mornin with the Boys.
And if you got time, pop over. Go check out.
Bare Necessitas. Bare Necessities Media. Wait, it's just old stuff over there. It's just old stuff
Hey.
over there.
It's good stuff. It's old, but it's good.
Look at the
Check it
new
out.
stuff.
Like and share and subscribe.
All right, guys. Much love.
Hey, we will be back tomorrow. And until then, we are out of here.
Bye.